And here we are, batch 21, test results on 8 knives, 7 in the picture. We've got one that stayed with Kurt. So, I mean, I let him have that one, swapped it out with him. So he wanted to do some fun stuff with the Tangram knife that we had tested. Here we are with the rest of them. We got 3 QSPs, 2 Spydercos and M390, my little Djinn integral from 9TI EDC, and of course the Tuyaknife Kingsman. So all these are in this batch. Here we go. If you want to pause and either take a screenshot or keep this information for you, I've got in the brackets is the HRC green zone, where desired hardness that we have for the various types of steel. Outside that is the actual measured hardness that we detected through the Rockwell testing. So that gives it to you right there. We did do PMI tests on several of them, including the Djinn, that kind of thing. So we'll get into that momentarily. Let's talk about it. The Djinn. So this is an integral. I've done a video on this one before. Got this zirconium here on the pivots and the pocket clip. I think some models had like a Zermascus or Mokutai or something in those places. This one's less expensive because it's zirconium and not Mokutai. But interesting, M390, of course. And, you know, you buy these on AliExpress, so, is that really M390? Well, this knife retails for around $230, $220, somewhere in there. So I sent it in for testing, and guess what? Yes, it's real M390. I've got the sheet on that, and I will show that to you. And here it is. The Djinn, the Rockwell is 59.6, so it's not quite a 60, but it's really close. So I'm not hugely disappointed, but technically that'll probably go in the yellow zone, not the green zone, because it's not a 60. And here you go. Here's your elementals. So you look at that and you go, well, it's definitely not 8CR13 or anything. You got a lot of vanadium. It looks like M390. Okay? So, yes, it's M390. So it's the real deal. And the Rockwell's not anything to be terribly ashamed of. So, okay, we're in good shape with that. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. So the Djinn, that passed muster. And so that's one that we looked at actually very closely. The next one is the QSP Javale. And this is in D2. Okay, so this is a D2 knife. It says so there. QSP, they're really doing really well, putting out a lot of new models and everything. So the Javale, since we've tested D2 on previous QSP knives, we didn't test it again because we've already tested the D2, the S35, the VG10, and yes, they are as stated. But the Javale here was a 58.9, so it's not a 62 or anything, but it's within our green zone, easily within the green zone. Now, personally, do I think 55 should be in our green zone? No, but according to manufacturer, you know, your HRCs can vary depending on what you're using them for. Obviously, dies and tools may be in the 55 zone. Cutlery, I want it here or higher. Okay, so 58, okay, 58 to 62, and so this is a 58.9. I'm pleased with that. That's okay. That's fine. The Locust is the next one down. That's a 58. That's VG10. Now that needs to be 58 to 60. So here's the Locust. And there you go. It's got that micarta scales, but then see, it's a little bit more expensive because of the micarta, the VG10 as opposed to D2, and the titanium pocket clip. Okay, so it's a 58. So 58 to 60 is the green zone. It makes the green zone the Locust. The next one, the Songbird. Now, the Songbird is not a flipper, but it's a flicker, and this is S35VN, and the Songbird is a 59.1. Now, our green zone for S35 is 58 to 61. So it's higher than the 58, so it's in the green zone. There you go. Not bad at all. So these all passed muster. Everything passed muster so far. And of course, we'll have one little surprise for you later. Okay, Spyderco, my red one from DLT Trading, the M390. Of course, right? And of course, looks like he hit it twice, which if the two readings are really close together, I'm going to use the little slightly higher reading. And so I think it was a 60 and a 60.1. So I'm giving it the 60.1. I was hoping this would be around a 62. A lot of them that Kurt has tested have been in the 62 range. But of course, not mine. Of course not. It's a 60.1. They're going to vary. And this is, just a cautionary tale for everybody. When you see a knife, you go, oh, well, these only tested at 59 or this only tested at 58. So all the Locust knives or all the VG10 from QSP will be 68. Wrong. Or 58. Wrong. Okay. So these are individual knives. In that batch, there was some 62s, right? So it's going to vary. That's 2 points. That's a lot of variance to me, but take that for what it's worth, which is there's going to be varying HRCs, okay, within each batch and from batch to batch. But overall, Spyderco has been right in the green zone with their M390. So if I tried to get confident about a knife that I think was going to be at least 60 or higher in the M390 zone, this is not a bad bet here. Absolutely. And then we got the blue. So I got this one from Bento Box. And what is it? It's a 60.8. So I couldn't get a 62. Of course, they called that. What did they call the first one that, I can't remember. Maybe it was Outpost 76. He called it a unicorn. So his was like a 62 or a 62.5. So this is a 60.8. Still, no, I'm not disappointed. And yes, it got hammered twice. So if you ever send a knife to get tested, just realize, that's what you're going to end up with on your blade, but you'll end up with a number and you'll end up with knowledge, knowing what you have in your hands. So, no, I don't mind that, because if I ever sell something like this on, I can verify the Rockwell on this, in case somebody's a doubter and doesn't believe it's at or above 60. And, the Tangram Rumble comes before Tuyaknife. So Tangram Rumble, interesting. Let me show you what it looks like. I bought one off of Amazon because they finally made them where they're right hand. And it was as well as left hand, but the first run came out left hand only, and everybody was like, what the hell are they doing? But this is right hand and left hand capable. The Rumble is a cool knife. It's got the Akuto, which they forgot the C. This is not an auto, okay? This is an Akuto 440. So it's a Japanese variation of 440. They say is better than 440, better than Ase, whatever. But, they ain't giving them away either, 45 bucks. Not bad, but I think it's a cool knife, and Kurt wanted to keep it as a result. So I let him keep that. He paid for some shipping and stuff like that. So I go, hey, cool, we're great. And he's, doing my testing for free. So, hey, I'm not going to bitch. And Yeah, it's Akuto 440, but wow, the HRCs. Whew. Now, not saying that your knife is this way, okay? But wow, I mean, that should be a 58 to 60. That's, man, that's not even close, is it? Here you go. Here's your elementals. Yeah, chromium, all that kind of stuff. Little teeny bit of vanadium, moly, all that kind of stuff. So you can look across our spreadsheet and compare some elements to others to kind of see how they vary with the different ingredients that are in the steel. But yeah, that was the disappointment of this group. One thing that was not a disappointment was the Kingsman by Tuyaknife. That's M390. And Dave, said, hey, these will be within that green zone range. And he's correct. This was a 60. So this is M390. It's real M390, but we've tested their M390 before. So we didn't test this one again. We just did the Rockwell, which is a 60. So there you go. He's in the green zone with that. I think some of these may test higher, like 60.5, 61, 61 and a half, whatever. But mine was at a 60, right on. So good to go there. Nice knife. I really like my Kingsman. It's been gone for a damn long time, so I'm glad to have it back. It's so lightweight. This probably is my favorite Tuyaknife to date, at least titanium model. G10 model, oh yeah, well, I love my Cebu, so there you go. Any case, those are the knives. There's the information. That's what we have, so short and sweet. Thank you so much. Hope this information is helpful to you. As we do batches, I'm going to try and keep them small, like, 6 to 8 knives, no more than 10, so that we can get through them and it's comprehensive. You get to the point, go on down the road. Take care, my friends. Thank you so much. We're going to keep testing, and we'll do PMIs where it makes sense on new brands that we've never tested before, etc. We're obviously not going to test M390 again and again for known brands and known stuff that we've tested before. So, but the new boys, they're going to get it. Take care. Thank you so much. And you guys, stay sharp.